iPhone 15 Pro leak reveals exclusive color for this year's release. We're still only 2 months into the new year, and there's already been a number of leaks showing off what could eventually become the iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Pro. If you're a fan of Apple's smartphones, then this is truly an exciting time, as leaks like these don't usually come this early. Luckily, we're now getting more details about the iPhone 15 Pro, with the new report giving us a look at what could become this year's exclusive new color for the Pro models. The folks at 9to5Mac have shared the details of the color that could arrive on this year's iPhone 15 Pro. Speaking to a source, the news outlet was able to find out that Cupertino Giant is planning to go with a dark, almost wine-colored red for the iPhone 15 Pro models. While the news outlets doesn't have an official name for the color, it did get a hex color code, #410D0D. Now, checking this color, it does not look to have an official name, but even if it did, Apple wouldn't use it for its own release. Naturally, Apple has not verified any of the details to the public, and there is always a chance that the source could be wrong, or the information is old, so if you're not entirely sold on the color, there's always hope that things could change upon the iPhone's release. In addition to the new color for the Pro models, the news outlet also shared some information about 2 new colors that could be making its way to the standard models of the iPhone 15. The 2 colors in question are light blue and light pink. Both colors are quite bright and offer a little pop of energy, and look like something you'd find on the old iPhone 5C. Again, these colors have not been locked in and things could always change, but in comparison to Apple's other offerings, it does look a bit out of place. Naturally, there's a lot of time left until we find out officially, as the next iPhone release is most likely going to take place sometime in the last part of the year. We're still several months away from the release of the next iPhone, but if you're a fan of Apple's handsets, this year's models are going to be something really special, mainly because, for the first time ever, they'll be equipped with a USB-C port. Now, as mentioned before, we're still months away from seeing these handsets, but, if some new renders are to be believed, we could be getting our very first look at the upcoming Apple iPhone 15. The renders come from the folks at 9to5Mac, who have created the renders based on CAD files the news outlet was able to obtain. For the most part, there isn't really anything too exciting here to see, as at first glance, the iPhone 15 pretty much looks like the iPhone 14. But, if you look close, there is one noticeable change on the display area, which shows that the upcoming handset will no longer have a notch and will instead come equipped with Apple's Dynamic Island. The Dynamic Island was the big wow feature of last year's iPhone 14 Pro, giving users a new way to interact with the handset. While Apple has yet to do much with it since its release, it's good to see that the design language of the upcoming iPhone will all look the same. Furthermore, the news outlet reports that the iPhone 15 will come with a slightly larger display coming in at 6.2 inches. As far as other differences from the current model, the big one is the aforementioned USB-C port, which can be seen on the bottom of the handset render. Beyond the iPhone 15, perhaps the more exciting bit of news was the iPhone 15 Pro, which made its unofficial debut last week. According to the renders shown off, the Pro model will feature a substantially larger rear camera, and a more rounded, elegant design around some of its edges. Perhaps the other exciting change coming to the Pro variant is that it has been rumored that it will arrive with solid-state buttons. Of course, none of this has been revealed by Apple, so at this point, we can only hope that the renders and leaked information are accurate. But as we inch closer to the release, you can bet more information will start popping up here and there, and we'll be here to cover it.